Hi. So it's time for an update. It's actually past due for an update. I hope my camera is not too close. My face, I'm not way too big. um, I'm trying to use my daughter's iPad because her video quality is so much better than my phone. But we've got started the first week of April for most everything here, and I just wanted to show you how the garden is doing now. Here we go. So this is, everything stays under the shade cloth all day. It's 50% shade cloth, and so these two garden grids are completely encased in the shade cloth. I had this third one like that as well. However, as you can see, the corn got taller than I thought it would. I have two varieties in there, and I read the package for one of them, and it said that the corn was supposed to grow between 4 and 5 feet, and some of it did, but obviously the other variety I had is way bigger, so I had to take the shade cloth off to make room for it. But it still gets covered right here in the front section. I cover the front, but the top is exposed. Anyway, let's go to the first grid here. So we still have our pumpkin. It's not, there's like a couple of female buds on here, but let's see if I can show you the one of them. But I don't know if it's actually gonna, if it got fertilized or not. So we'll see what's gonna happen with that. But that's that. We have had some strawberries. We also had some pests taking, basically like eating holes out of the strawberries. So I haven't had any on there in a while. I do have one plant that has a strawberry or two coming, but hopefully these two will be okay. The other two actually were touching the mulch, were like hanging, so I'm sure that's why that happened. The other one that's in the other grid down there is actually off the ground because the plant has grown enough for that. So anyway, we have some okra growing here. You can see that. And then over here I have a total of 3 okra plants in this particular garden grid. I have plenty of carrots growing. This is parsley. Is it parsley? That's basil. I forget which one is which, unfortunately. And I need to actually start using it because I have quite a bit there. This is mint. Of course, it's taking over, and I need to cut it back again. Over here we have our cucumber. These two on the ends. Let's see if I can get my hand situated properly. Where's the camera? These two here on the ends are cucumber. This one is an Armenian cucumber, and I actually found a cucumber on here yesterday. It's really small. I will show you when it gets a little bigger. Prayerfully it will get bigger, and it's not just going to be die because it didn't get fertilized. So I also have 2 spaghetti squash plants. Those are these 2, and I had a spaghetti squash I found out here last week. It's there. It was actually a nice size, and then it started to die. With this one, there's another one. I can't wait to see what happens with this. I actually hand fertilized it this morning, hand pollinated this morning because I want to make sure, hope I want to give it a chance at survival. But that's that. I have, what else do we have back here? Oh, I have a pepper plant back there. You can see it. And I actually bought a dragon fruit plant, cactus. I need to cut it and train it a little bit, and I will get to that. I just keep putting it off, and I need to go ahead and get it done. These are my green beans growing up this side, and then on this side as well. I have a total of 3 square feet of green beans, and they have not been looking so good. So I just put down some of my compost that I've been making for a while, and hopefully that will improve the way these leaves look, or further leaves from getting like that. And I do have some flowers up there that are going to be producing green beans, hopefully really soon. This is our Rapunzel tomato plant. It's giving me some, not as much as it could. I don't really know why. Because it's actually supposed to like grow. If you look at this, you're supposed to have a tomato on each of those. So I don't know why it's not doing better. But it actually grew so tall that I put a pole up here to connect it to, and I put a shade box up there so it can still be getting some shade as well. The same thing happened with this one, which is the yellow pear tomato, which is also indeterminate. And then I have this one, which is celebrity tomato. And it's got, I think that I know of, 2 tomatoes on it. I have plenty more carrots. I have onion, some garlic, but mostly onion just spread out in here as well. I don't even know how these things are doing, but they're in there. And they've been growing for a while. Let's see, what else do we have? I love seeing this. I just come in here and look at it. Cantaloupe, of course. And so one of these, this is the cantaloupe. And then this is honeydew melon. So I don't see anything actually growing there yet. Like this is another one, but I believe it's cantaloupe again. So I don't know if I have any female flowers for honeydew melon just yet. The grapes are still the same. I don't know what the deal is with them. They don't seem to be growing. It's growing a lot of leaves and branches, but it's not actually, the grapes aren't getting any bigger. Over here, I have a bell pepper in there, if you can see it. I hope you can see that. There it is. And then I have another one over here. I'm waiting till they turn red or yellow, orange hopefully, because I don't like green peppers. I do like the other colors. And so check out this corn. It is doing well for the most part. I'm having to hand pollinate just to make sure that they're actually getting pollinated. I have more okra over here. And then we have some watermelon just sprouting out. I made sure to leave room for it to sprout out. And of course, it looks like it's going to even overflow more than what I accounted for. I found maybe just one watermelon that's actually the size of maybe a tennis ball. I see some other female flowers in here, but when I do see them, I try to hand pollinate them. But other than that, I'm not sure what's going on in here. What I look forward to is just coming out here and finding surprises. Surprise watermelon. And let me give you an update on the pomegranate. I have had tons of flowers, all fell off but 3. And so here's one of them, if you can see that. And then there's 2 more over in there. These are our potatoes, purple potatoes. I believe these are red potatoes. And then one of them is just white potatoes. And then that's actually yams. But I've actually cut some of the slips off and planted them in there as well, just to get more sweet potatoes, of course. So that's an update for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Be blessed.